Hello everyone. Today we're going to be making a collage, and our collage is going to be an underwater scene with fish and seaweed or kelp, and I'm going to have you create the image, and then you're going to be saving it as a JPEG, and you're also going to be saving it as a pixlr file, and you're going to be uploading that to Google Classroom. So here's what you'll be doing, and I'm going to leave it all up to you on this one. I'm going to have you find your own images and put the whole thing together, and I'll show you basically what you'll be doing. But the rest of the creative part is up to you. I'm using this website here. It's called freeimages.com, and then you should probably make an account there. The account's going to keep you from getting this annoying message that says, please type in these letters after you search for 3 or 4 images. But I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one image that's going to be attached to the assignment, and that's going to be the background, which is underwater scene. So you can start with that one, and then you'll be adding individual fish in there as well. So anything that you add, you want to make sure there's like only, you'll be adding a one fish. So I'm looking for like 5 different elements in your collage plus the background. And here's what you do. So open up a new image here, and the background is transparent. So when you say make a new image, you want to say transparent background, and then we're going to add in the first layer, which is be our background, and it will be attached like I said. So open images layer. Actually, with this one for the background, you could just say open image. No, I guess not. We'll go open images layer, and this one is called underwater. And there it is. It's taking up most of the screen there, but you can make some adjustments to it if you need. And now we can go ahead and add some fish to it. And I already cut out some fish. You want to get all your fish pictures first before you start the project. So go on freeimages.com and get all the images that you are going to use. You can put them in a folder or something, or save them onto your desktop, wherever you want, and then you'll have them ready to go when you want to begin the project. So now I'm going to add a new image as a layer, because you want every one of these fish and everything to be in there already. So if you want, you can add the kelp first. Here's one I found, some seaweed or something. And see how it takes up the whole image, and this is over here on the edge. So you're going to need to transform one of them. So I'm going to transform the kelp image here to kind of fit directly over the background, so that there's no blue showing around the edges there. Okay. All right, just click over here and say yes. And now what you can do is with this image selected, you can bring it. You can do this kind of effect. Use the opacity. To get the opacity, click this thing right here, this little settings, and you'll get the opacity filter, and you're going to bring it down a little bit so that it looks like that kelp is kind of in the background a bit. It's kind of far away maybe. All right, if you make it too much, then you won't even see the rest of the blue water there, but you want to use that blue background too and kind of blend these two together so they kind of looks natural more or less. All right, now I'm going to add in my fish. And now my fish, you're going to have to cut away the background because they'll look kind of odd. So here's one fish right here, and he's going to be huge, and he's going to have this black, bluish kind of background here. So I'm going to cut him out with my lasso tool. And when you cut them out, you want to cut them out on the inside of the image, trying to avoid getting the background in there. Now see, I wasn't really careful there, and I'll show you how to fix that problem. All right, so just be really careful and get as much fish as you can. I said you can often make some mistakes doing this, but as long as you're pretty careful, it'll come out okay. And I'll show you how to fix that little error I made back there. So you see I didn't cut off quite enough here, but if you hold down the shift key, you get that little plus sign that shows up next to your lasso, and just start from one part that you've already selected, and then go up here. And it's still not quite right. You can add some more. Hold down the shift key and add some more to your selection. There you go. And same thing here. See, it's going to be, just hold down the shift key when you do this. There we are. I'll take care of this little section right here. Okay, so now we got our fish selected, and what we want to do is, if I press the backspace key right now, or the delete key on my computer, but if you hit backspace, it's going to delete the fish, and you don't want to do that because now it looks kind of weird. So I'm going to put them back there. To delete the background, you want to delete everything except the fish. So I'm going to go up here and reverse it. So you're going to invert the selection. So now you've just selected everything except the fish, and when you press backspace or delete, that goes away. Now you have a giant fish. So we have to we're going to deselect him, and we're going to free transform him down. Now if you don't want the fish to get all distorted looking, hold down the shift key while you grab the corner, and that way he'll maintain his proportions so he looks right. So you can see that he's kind of swimming from the right side to the left side. It would look kind of weird if you put him over here, because he looks like he's going to swim off the side there. So we're going to put him right about here, kind of using rule of thirds a bit to get him in the right spot. Okay, so he's looking pretty good, except there's some extra lines right here. You can use the eraser tool, and you just erase that down if you want. Okay, and then now add the other elements into your picture too. And if you think he's a little bit harsh looking, if you think he's a little bit too vibrant or something like that, you can always bring down his opacity just a little bit. Not so much you can see through him, because that looks kind of weird. But if you want to just bring it down just a bit to make him kind of blend in a little bit, that's okay. You know, it's only reduced it by, you know, not even 20, but 13% I brought it down there, or 13 opacities right there. And so there's my fish, and add your other images and build up whatever you're going to put in here. So I've got a picture of a seahorse, all those things. Cut them out real nicely and put them in your underwater scene. Now here's what I want you to do is I want you to save this image twice. Okay, so you're going to save, and then see, usually we use JPEG, but I also want you to save one that is PXD, the last one down here. And what that'll do is when I open up that file in Pixlr, it'll show me all your layers that you put together over here. So don't flatten these layers, leave them as they are, and then save it as a layered Pixlr image and upload that one as well, and also save one as a JPEG. So you're going to be uploading two files, a JPEG file and a PXD. So go ahead and get creative and make a really nice scene, an underwater scene. Like I said, I'll give you the one image, and then the rest of them you can find on free photos or freeimages.com. You can use Google if you have to, but this one I really recommend because the images are much better, they're free, and they're much clearer.